All right, guys. I thought of a simple way I can demonstrate what I was mentioning before about routes and when they render and why this home component is routing on every single route here. And so to do that, we are going to write some just test routes here. And we're not going to be using the component property to actually return a component. So we're also going to be discussing an alternative way to return React components or just HTML content from a route. So let's go ahead and open up a route here. And then we're going to close it down here. And in the middle, we're going to write path equals, and then I'm going to type /a. And now instead of using the component property, I'm going to use a property called render. And we're going to open up curly braces, and we're going to run a function in here. So we're going to put two parentheses, and then an arrow, and then more curly braces. And in here, we're going to return h1, and it's going to say, I am the /a route. And now I'm going to copy this a few times just to demonstrate what's going to happen. That indentation got way messed up. So I'm going to type AB, and then one more. ABO. And the reason I'm using these letters is because these are all AB, and ABO all appear consecutively within the word about. So when I go back to my React application, we'll see on the services page, we still just get the home component. But when I go to about, we should, and we are not, we should, let me go into the React source here. Under page wrapper, route. Okay, so the routes are appearing, but they are not rendering content. Let me just make sure I've got this correct. Render equals, and then let's just try putting this, let's switch this to about. This might actually not be an issue. Okay, yes, okay. So the issue is that these routes shouldn't be exact. When I go to the AB view, I should be able to get this and the I am the /a route. Now, I don't have this inside of a switch, and so I'm kind of wondering why this is the case. Let me do this. No, okay. Very strange. In any event, what we're going to do when the path is equal to /, we're going to type exact equals true. I wasn't able to demonstrate the problem, but I am able to fix the problem. What happens here is when the path is equal to home, or to just the / or no slash at all, it's going to render that component properly. Otherwise, it can not display that component. So this is really only essential on a / route. I'm not sure why. Let's go ahead and now start writing other routes and other components. So I'm going to save this, and then under pages, I'm going to create a new file called about.js. And as always, we're going to import React and component from React. Class about extends component. And then at the bottom, we're going to export default about. And we're going to use render. And we're going to return an about section. So we're going to go back into the template here. And we're going to grab the about section. I'm going to copy it. And then in the about return method, we're going to paste. I need to fix the indentation on this. And then we also, div has no closing tag. Awesome. Something got screwed up here. And I think I know what. Yes. So as I was saying a couple videos ago, we need to make sure that all elements are closed. So as you can see, there's images here, and these images are not closed. That's a problem. So what we're going to have to do is probably go through manually and close them unless we can key into this alt. That looks like it appears on everyone. So we're going to find a reusable way to replace those. First, we're going to replace class equals with class name equals. And then we're going to replace alt equals 2 quotations and then a closing tag. We're going to replace that with alt equals 2 quotations and then a proper closing tag. And now these issues should remove themselves. No? Are there other unclosed tags, I wonder? So there's, BR. So as I was saying before as well, I never used to close BR tags, and I would be a nightmare to give you code in my early days and get you to convert it to React. This is a simple fix. Input elements and things that are different. If all these image tags had a different alt property, we wouldn't be able to use a mass find replace for it. But they are all the same, so it was easy. Now in app, we're going to import, let's clean this up a bit. Copy that. And then down here, I'm going to write pages as a comment. And we're going to import home. We're going to import about from components, pages, about, and then down here we're going to write a route for it. So route path equals /about, component is going to equal about, and then we just close this. Save it, and now we see it here, and we have a new problem, and that's that the header, I'm going to have to check this. It's not a valid selector. I wonder where this is coming from. utils, JS source utils. So this is from the template itself. Some JavaScript that has been added to the template, I think, for smooth scrolling. If we go back to the template here, I'm going to go to live preview, and you're going to see when I click this, it goes to each section. And I think there's a bit of code in the JavaScript files included with this template that is not working in React. And we don't need it. So simple enough, what we're going to do is go into our index.html. And I think I'm just going to remove this altogether. And then save. We're going to let this refresh. and shouldn't get that error anymore. But we still have the problem where we have a big image here. It looks great. We don't on the About page. So I've downloaded a couple images here. Feel free to use the ones that I'm providing in the GitHub repository or use your own. It's all good either way. We're going to basically take the header from the home page and we're going to modify it with a different image and different text. So there's three things here: a button, a title, and then a bolder title, and an image background. Now, if we think in the React way, why would we want to manually create a header on every page when we can create a header component and then pass these properties in? And that's exactly what we're going to do. So in our code here, in source under components, we're going to create a new file. Under components, we're going to create a new folder, and we're going to call it common. And this is going to hold all our common elements that are going to be used across multiple pages. So for right now, it's just the header. So I'm going to create a new file and header.js. This is going to be a component as well. So we're going to import React and component. And I need to wrap that component in curly braces from React. We're going to say class header extends component. You guys are going to write this stuff so much that by the end of this course, you're going to be able to write this in your sleep. Or you're going to create templates so that you don't have to write it so much, so it's not so mind-numbing either way. What I'm going to do is come to the home page here, and I'm going to copy this header element just like this. And I'm going to go into the header component that we've just created, and we're going to return that here. Now, in order to make this usable in the way that we want it to, we're going to have to replace the A element with a link. It's going to be conditionally displayed as well. Some pages, like the About page, I don't think are going to have a button in the header, and so we're going to be able to pass a property that says show button equals true or false. So to get this set up, why is this? This is component. Oh, okay. I've misspelled that. All right. So in here, we're going to have this props title. Here, we're going to have this dot props dot subtitle. And then we are going to have button text. So this dot props dot button text. And these are values that we haven't created yet, so don't worry about it. On the href property here, we're going to replace with this dot props dot link. And we're also going to change the A element into a link. So we're going to import link from React-router-DOM, and we're going to use this right here as such. So we're going to change the element name to link, and then we're going to change the href property to 2. And we're going to save this.